Nice. Perfect timing, isn't it? Yep. We are live streaming in the group. Wonderful. And we're over here. Recording while we need. So yay. Hello, everyone. How's everybody? 3:30. Well, it's actually a little tiny bit after 3:30. Maybe it's 3:33. How does that sound? I kind of like that. So I got my iPad over here just to see what's going on. And it's telling me that I am now live. So perfect. I'll let me just mute it because it wants to talk at me. And I think it's in the right group. Let me see if I could just double check that. Somehow I'm in Zoom waiting. You're allowing, hold on, let me see what she's saying. You're in Zoom waiting. Okay. We will get this figured out in one tiny second. I'm on, must be on a different link. Let me get the right meeting ID. It won't let me copy it for some reason. Copy link. There we go. So I'm going to post it here in the group. Paste. Post. So this is the Zoom you need to be on if you're going to come play with me today. So Bonnie, you're on Facebook. See if you can find where Debbie took off to. She's in here somewhere, I know. I think I know. Okay, perfect. So welcome. I hope you can come in on Zoom because then that way I can see you and talk to you a little bit. Otherwise, no, I can't. But you know, it is what it is. I'll put this over here and I see this here. So I came up with the last few minutes of what we're going to work on or what we're going to talk about or what I'm going to talk about, and it's about creativity, which is pretty accurate since that's what we've been doing all along, or me lately anyway, from my Oracle card set coming out that I'm super happy about. And one more card showed up for me today that I needed to include that I hadn't before. So now instead of 53 cards in my deck, there is 54. And the last one is about family and your extended fur baby families. And when you talk about family, that extends to your neighbors and your community, because just remember, we're all one. So the essence to go with that one is St. Francis, which was absolutely lovely. And there was a search. It was a search this morning for where is that painting that you keep showing me the picture that you want in this card deck? And where is that essence? And what do I call it? And it just all came. And thank goodness I had help from my friend Lisa about, yes, don't you remember you made St. Francis and you did this and did that? And oh yes, thank you, Lisa. I remember now. So it all worked out. So I want to talk to us from this one, ABCs of Success, Bob Proctor's book, one of them, and this is creativity, the voice within. So if anybody's commenting here, oh, I'm not camera ready. Okay, perfect. That's fine with me. I'm not camera ready either, but I'm, hey, what you see is what you get. So here's the voice within. I'll see if I can focus on this for a minute. Bonnie, did you send Debbie a note? Because I don't know where she sent me a note saying she was on Zoom waiting. But if you would, please, I'd appreciate it. It says, do you think of yourself as a creative personality? If you do, you are both fortunate and correct. Fortunate because the majority of our population have been lulled into the false belief that some people are creative and others are not. Correct, because you are creative. In fact, the beautiful truth is that everyone is creative. The beautiful truth is that everyone is creative. Although the behavior and conversation of many people would indicate that most people are not creative, the truth is not always in the appearance of things. Study the idea of creativity. It will quickly become apparent that a small, select group have developed their creative potential while others have not. If you are not developing your creative potential, I would urge you to begin. We all desire more fullness in life, a greater and brighter vitality in ourselves, and less restrictions in our surroundings. Our creative ability will enable us to enjoy this fullness and vitality in life. Beautiful. And just think about that word, creative, creativity. You are part of the creator. You were created. You're able to create yourself. Hola, Debbie. Yay. So I love that we're talking about creating, because it's going to take from your imagineering side, your visioneering side, to allow yourself to flow in creativity. It is wise to remember that the person who follows the crowd will get no further than the crowd. The person who walks the creative path is likely to find they are in places no one has ever been before. That's interesting, isn't it? I haven't thought about that way, have you? However, creativity in living is not without its attendant difficulties. For peculiarity breeds contempt. The unfortunate thing about being ahead of your time is that when people finally realize you were right, they will say it was obvious all along. You have two choices in life. You can dissolve into the mainstream, or you can be distinct. To be distinct, you must be different. To be different, you must strive to be what no one else but you can be. Don't be so concerned with the opinions of others. Follow the quiet, creative voice from within. An essential aspect of creativity is not being afraid to fail. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Woo! How do y'all feel about that one? The voice within. So it's not an easy journey to forge your way when you are a creative and you come up with all kind of different ideas and things, and people make fun of you, like Edison, all of those great inventors, the Wright brothers. They were all made fun of, chastised, ridiculed, quite harshly, and because of their voice within that they kept listening to and didn't let them stop, they did wonderful things for the rest of humanity. And we're still doing that today. There's many very beautiful, powerful creations out there that still need to come to the light, that has not been allowed to yet, but is not gone away from the inventor or the creator or the person that has that idea in their head and in their heart. If you have something that you feel like you would like to create, do it. There's nothing going to stop you but you. God wants you to create. He created creators. We're in that image. Isn't that awesome? And you don't have to be perfect. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you fit into places where you would normally not fit, because you failed and failed and failed and failed, but you fail forward and you learn and you learn and you learn again, like Edison and like many of the others. So I love this. Sounds like a great convo for blessing of unicorns. You know, it's funny you're saying unicorns, because I thought about them today, because I was getting this creative, inspired information for the last new card I'm adding to the deck. And before it finally settled on the St. Francis essence, the unicorns showed up for the unicorn essence. And I'm thinking, okay, that's really interesting. How is the unicorns going to happen now? Well, it's happening because the new card I created is for family with St. Francis essence, who's all about the animals and love and unicorns, dragons. All of those things are our spirit animals, our fur babies, the whales, the dolphins. Even though those are mammals, they're all in this realm of what I feel like this new card is going to portray with the St. Francis essence. So the unicorns got addressed. So it's interesting you're mentioning them. So I believe that's all I have to say, unless somebody wants to make another comment here. Maybe I can see, I'll only see a few, but that's all I see. So I'm so glad y'all are here with me. I love you. And I got that. If you want to know what I was reading that out of, I'll tell you again, ABC Book of Success. ABCs of Success from Bob. I'm enjoying my studies more and more and more and more. I learn something new and more every time I study one of my lessons. And in fact, go over to my YouTube channel, Beloved Essences, the YouTube channel. And I did a short little video about our stick person, you know, our guy over here. I've talked to him before, talked about him before, that this is the figure of us with our five senses on our mind, conscious, subconscious, and how the mind controls the body. But this is just a nice little video over there. It's not but about 6 minutes or so, or maybe 8. Gives you a little more rounded idea of what I do. So, love you guys. Thanks for being here with me. And see some of you Friday at noon, and see some of you next week right back here. Bye for now.